Halifax, First Nations and environmental activists say they're extremely concerned after drilling fluids were spilled off the coast of Nova Scotia during a BP Canada oil exploration project. The incident came just 2 months after the province's offshore petroleum regulator granted the energy giant permission to drill the SPD-11 exploration well approximately 330 kilometers off the coast of Halifax. About 136 cubic meters of synthetic drilling mud leaked from the West Aquarius drilling unit before it was stopped, hand out, the Canadian press. In a release issued Saturday, the Assembly of Nova Scotia MIKMAQ chiefs said the incident raises questions about the protection of the lands and waters, as well as any potential species affected by the spill. We want answers from BP Canada, said Chief Terence Paul, fisheries lead for the Assembly. We want to know how this could happen, what effect it could potentially have on our fisheries and what they are going to do to address that. Incidents like this are unacceptable in MIKMAKI. Article continued below. The Assembly said that spills and environmental damage have been a source of constant concern for them, saying that they consistently advocate for protections to be put in place with any project of this nature happening in Nova Scotia. The Canada-Nova Scotia Offshore Petroleum Board said in an incident report Friday that there was an unauthorized discharge of about 136 cubic meters of synthetic drilling mud, a heavy, dense fluid used to lubricate the drill pipe and regulate reservoir pressure, from the West Aquarius drilling unit before it was stopped. They said an early investigation indicates the spill occurred in piping about 30 meters below sea level. Anita Perry, regional manager of BP Canada, said Friday that her company takes this incident very seriously and will continue with the investigation to understand the cause. In the meantime, CSNOPB said the exploration well is secure and drilling has been suspended while the cause of the leak is being investigated. Council of Canadians, which has long opposed the project, held a rally Saturday afternoon outside the Prime Minister's office to create a mock oil spill on its steps and demand a permanent end to BP Canada's offshore drilling in Nova Scotia. Robin Tress, an organizer with the group, said the risk assessments ahead of the project were not thorough enough, and the fact that the incident occurred so soon after the project began, and before any oil was found, demonstrates the riskiness of offshore drilling. Article continued below. BP has proven itself to be a company that we cannot trust with our oceans, she said. Deeper than that, this proves that our government isn't trustworthy at stewarding our oceans and protecting us from the risk of offshore drilling. In April, shortly after the drilling project was approved, Federal Environment Minister Catherine McKenna defended BP Canada's plans to commence drilling, saying, "The BP project went through an environmental assessment and has strict conditions. We're going to be monitoring it closely." At the time, Perry had also told the Canadian press that the company was put through a lengthy and rigorous application process, and they were confident we addressed all issues and risks for a safe drilling program. The spill also caught the attention of federal Green Party leader Elizabeth May, who tweeted that CNSOPB was minimizing the toxicity of drilling mud. "It is not mud, it is an industrial mix with a lot of metals and toxics," she wrote. But CNSOPB has a mandate to promote oil and gas. The SPD-11 exploration well is the first in BP Canada's Scotian Basin exploration project, which could see up to 7 exploration wells drilled off the southeast coast of Nova Scotia over a 3-year period.